Hello Scorpio, this is Damien with HK Readings Healing Culture Tarot, and I'm here to do basically what are they thinking of you video for July 2019. This will come before your general that we'll get into. I was moved by energy to do this video, so let's just get into it. I think I've kind of got a little of the art down to keeping my video short, and I'm going to try to shuffle on the screen while doing that. But right now, just to let you see what we have crowning the Nine of Air. Okay. That's super weird. Weird, you know, being interesting. By the way, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter. For my Scorpios. Okay. A lot of jumpers. All right. So basically, Scorpio, the story of how they're feeling about you. When we look at your crowning card here, the Nine of Air, we notice that somebody is clearly feeling like at a loss, okay? I don't know if you just decided to go off and be on your own. I don't know if you decided to pursue something with someone else, but there's like this full realization or acceptance that, you know, you have moved on from them. And whether you realize it or not, this person was very grateful for the time that you spent together. I don't think they were able to do very much to keep it going because of the level that they were at, or just because of certain circumstances, certain things that happened. But deep down, there's a great love. This is something definitely pertaining to someone of the past here. But there's also talks of illness here. Now, take this message only if it resonates and you know for sure now. Because when I had the Nine of Air here and I also had the card of service, it's basically affirming one another to letting me know that the person, you know, for some of them, it may be physically affecting them and making them sick, and, you know, they're having bodily reactions to having to cope and deal with such a strong bond and relationship being over with. Like losing you has literally made them sick. But for others, it's to the point where maybe you've gotten news that someone's in the hospital, like this person is in the hospital, very sick from some condition, and maybe their health is declining so much to the point where they may, possibly transition. may experience death. Actually, what I'm getting here with the trickery card coming down from gratitude and service is not really a level of deceit, but I think many of you Scorpios may not know. And it's either that or vice versa, that you are not telling this person that maybe you're, sick, or whatever it is, but I'm really feeling like there's a person who's kind of hiding from you their true feelings, their true love. I feel like that's been making them sick. And I also feel like if there are any serious health concerns that someone is maybe not wanting to use it as an excuse to try to come back into your life. But ultimately, forbid it happens. We wouldn't want that to happen. But you may get the news of somebody who may not be sure how much longer they may live. You may have to help them through a level of sickness if it's less severe, and you'll realize that you're still kind of in this person's life to some degree. Or, I don't know, but I do see some sort of catering to a person by receiving some news. And I just have to keep it real with what I see in the cards here. Now, when we get down to the Moon, the Emperor, the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Fool. For very few of you, it's going to be, I think, like the severity of death. But for, like, the person that you're dealing with, like them hiding that from you. But for others of you, it's definitely someone literally ill because of not being able to accept not having a new beginning with you. But I think that, like, every time the two of you would try to communicate, whether it's just, to see what was up or not, like, if you were just being decent, Scorpio, this person always found a way to, like, well, it's not necessarily that there was this person. I think it was the combination of the two of you. It always seems to just be a little chaotic. But, and there were egos at play where someone was just, would come off like a dick, would come off like a jackass. And the thing is, it's due to hidden information. So whether it's you or the other person who is literally suppressing things, having physical representations of things that you're dealing with, or it's the other person, I sense there being rejection, where parties will just kind of have to both pick up and realize that maybe it's just time to let go. Oh no, they felt like you have let go of the situation, casted them aside as a burden, essentially, to move on and achieve your prosperity. I believe that's where they see that you're heading. So when we talk about the severity of what I was mentioning before with death, let me clarify, as I did get a download and a message came to me. You know how people may decide that they will do something such as take their lives based upon their experience with another person? I think many of you should be cognizant in however way, if you have been dealing with someone who is on the spectrum, or just has unstable thoughts or feelings or anything like that. There's a huge need here, Scorpio, to pay attention to tendencies, because I think that someone this is someone who continues to fall down the rabbit hole. Crosswatcher, if you're watching and you're dealing with a Scorpio who this is them then that's how you should take the message. But spiraling tendencies that could lead to something severe that I feel conflict would be involved by you or the other person investing their time into it, especially if it's a form of manipulation. Whether this person is serious or not, there's like a high element of manipulation in that, because of someone who doesn't know how to express and profess their love and be faithful and loyal to it. Their love with you. But Scorpio, there's a lot of abundance and prosperity for you. Just so you know, I think there's time needed to, to meditate, clear your head. This deck I didn't shuffle yet, because I'm doing it on screen. So if I meditated before and I'd already shuffled, I could just pull, right? Yeah. So flip over anyways. So yeah, that's why I kept that message about, taking the time to kick back, meditate, and understand what is trying to come in for you. It talks about new beginnings. I assume that many of you are going to have to be dealing with something of balance here. Because once you go out and you get some fresh air and take in this energy of Cordelia here, we've got Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new may enter. We've got Ixchel, medicine woman. You're a channel for divine healing power. And then we've got Sekhmet, be strong. You're stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So I'm sensing that what you'll have to do with this level of balance is, even though you've been able to put everything to rest and to the side, because when we talk about the medicine woman and being a divine healing channel or entity, we are surely giving respect to ourselves and talk about our process of healing and gaining and ascending. But as it ties into the story that we've also been telling from the card of service here, and the Nine of Air, you might have to balance being able to deal with someone in the realm. If you are having to deal with someone who is ill or has obtained an injury or anything like that, as you put everything to rest, and your strength, knowing that you can have the separation to still be there and care for someone who genuinely needs it, because you are a channel of divine healing power. I think that's really what is just going to keep you on the level of being prosperous, because it's, I pull Goddess Guidance sometimes to see how it reads out on what are they thinking of you reading, and this directly is pointing to you with the clarifying cards that came with Five of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Swords. So it's basically talking about how they feel about you, in the sense of what they need from you, what you could do for them, even if they don't realize it on this level. You know what I'm saying? That it's being expressed right here. This is something that they innately and intuitively understand. So I just say, hey, be there how you can, heal how you can, guide how you can. And as you're accepting these endings and beginnings, it's definitely going to keep you within a certain boundary to where you're protected and nothing will really scathe you. I think during this period in time, secrets will also come out as you see a different side to a person because of circumstance. So just be on the lookout for that. Not on the lookout for it, because it's really going to be the moments where you don't expect it when you receive it, but just know that those moments will come at some point very, very soon here for you, Scorpio. That's what I've got for you for how they're thinking about you. They miss you, they love you. I think this situation has them very shooken up to where, again, they're feeling it in ways that are manifested into the physical realm. And for whatever circumstance, if it pertains to that or not, I really feel like This is someone who's going to need you to be there for them. And you have all the strength to do it. It's still going to be your decision